What's up, guys? We have another market watch for you today in this fine Saturday evening. Before that, though, we do have some more information about the Lost Art promos that are going to be basically for the second half of the year, right? So Konami kind of separates the promotion into two halves, first half of whatever year and then the second half of whatever year. It just so happens that this is the second half for 2022, and what can we expect? So we already did see Ben 10 all the way on the left over here with their two luscious titties, so we're gonna get Tribute Burial, Acts of Despair, Yugioh Zexal, which I think is just a token that was part of the structure deck in Japan. Fake Hero, which I'm excited about just because I think it's the only time that it's been higher rarity, right? So that's why I'm excited. It's not the best card, but it does, cheat you out in Elemental Hero for free. And then we also have Cyber Angel Ida 10 or something like that with more jugs. Jug. I'll zoom in for you fellas here for the boys. The boys are horny. Let's move on to Power of the Elements here. So it's not day one, but we are still in week one, and we can see that the market is kind of shifting a little bit to the downward trend. And I mean, who could have predicted it, right? All the YouTubers again, and I'm going to stress this enough. Do not get shit on pre-sale because the shit always goes down. Almost always goes down. And usually you want to bet, so there's going to be some stuff that does go up. But for the most part, that's on the minority side, and you should be okay with letting that stuff go. Now, if you are a meta player, you will have to pay whatever it is, right? That's just the way it is. You are kind of trying to win. You're going to have to pay to win. That's the kind of the truth of that. But Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix is kind of going down a little bit, which is good. This trend line is it's very misleading, because if we go here in the history, we can actually see that it started the initial like pre-sales, I guess. It was at $200, $200, and then it went up to 400, mid 300s, high 300s, mid 300s, etc. But now we're kind of going back down to higher 200s, and that is good. I don't think this card given a couple more weeks, I don't think it's going to be $300. I think 250 at the most, probably even 200 is likely, just because Pride of Plant was hit in the TCG, so really the only people that are going to be using this card are the rare meta players that have spots in their deck and don't really care about breaking, and of course us Chads that want to include this in our hero deck, and there are a lot of us Chads out there. So besides that, Ultimate Slayer it seems like it's going to be the higher priced card in general in the set of $342, which is cool. If you guys don't know, it's just basically an emergency teleport. No, it's not. That's the wrong card. What am I? I'm thinking about a trap card that brings the card back into the hand, but it's like I can see the picture, but I can't see the name. It's weird, man. My mind works weird. But let's go ahead and read it. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects. In response to this card's activation, send one monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. Then target one monster your opponent controls with the same card type: Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum, or Link. And really, Fusion is probably going to be the go-to, because there's some really good Fusion monsters that activate their effect when they go into the graveyard. Fossil Warrior, I think his name is one of the examples. And Elder Entity Entis, I think, is one of them. Bad with names, guys, but I'm telling you, I can picture it as if they were right here in front of me. Just horrible with names. Yeah, so you shuffle it into the deck, which is good. I mean, it is a good card, but I think the only reason people are liking it because it has a waifu in the artwork. I don't think they expect this card to be like a really, really good tech card. In most decks, it's not going to be a really good tech card. It might be a really good side deck option, but I don't think it's going to be a main deck staple, like Infinite Impermanence, for example. But okay, so we got Sprite Blue, and he has been kind of going down. Again, this is a little bit misleading. I was seeing him in pre-sales. Actually, looking at what sold, people are buying it at about 80 on average. I was seeing this guy going to like 90 plus, but I guess people were not touching that, which is good. They should probably not. We are still up in the air if sprites are even good in the TCG because we don't have max C. And that's really why the OCG was abusing sprites, to my knowledge. I'm not really a meta player, guys, so I really stay away from that shenanigans. I was actually probably one of the few YouTubers that when the stuff first was announced, I was actually hyped for it and I was hyping it up. But then, you know, the OCG had to make it meta and ruin it for us chads. So everything here is not that expensive. And again, this is week 1. Week 2 is going to be lower. And then week 3, of course, is going to be lower. And beyond that, it's going to get lower and lower. So who could have predicted it besides me? Honestly, I'm pretty sure even the YouTubers that were trying to get you to buy shit with their codes knew it was going to go out down in value. That's what I'm saying, guys. Use your better judgment. Do not buy pre-market, even if it is to support YouTubers. But we're going to move on here to Brothers of Legend. And I mean, Forbidden Droplet has been going down in all the sets quite a bit. I remember it sitting at an average about 90 bucks, yeah, a couple months ago, and then it got reprinted. And I mean, it is a main deck staple for most decks, but I think people are eyeing the fact that it's going to be reprinted in the 2022 Megatons. So it also just got reprinted in the Legendary Duelist Duels from the Abyss, I think is the name, the Mako one, but yeah, that's unfortunate for people that were kind of holding on to this. But besides that, I do want to talk a little bit about Evil Hero A Dusted Gold and Evil Hero Malicious Bane, because I think these cards are a little too darn cheap. And yes, I actually kind of do mean cheap. The reason I say that is there are 3 printings, right? But we know for sure that Legendary Duelist Immortal Destiny, it was short printed to hell. We also, or at least we should know by now that in Legendary Duelist Season 3, it was short printed as well. Now, the reason I'm saying to go after the secret rare ones, I don't think they were short printed in here as well in Brothers of Legend, but I don't think they were as short printed in here as they were in Legendary Duelist Season 3, for example. I think they were more available in Immortal Destiny, if I have to be completely honest, just because that's the spread I saw. Well, then again, maybe not, because I think it was like 1 or 2 per case in Immortal Destiny. Point being, though, people like their secret rare bling on the card, so that's why I'm thinking maybe the secret rares are better investments than the ultra rares. They are also a different rarity, kind of separating themselves from the 2 ultra rares that we've already had previously, but I digress. We have Nibiru here, which has been averaging somewhere between 12 and 15 bucks for the last. Someone bought it for $18. That is crazy, and that is why TCG player needs to update their stupid, it's like anti-consumer display here, and they do it on purpose because of course they make more money, but it's anti-consumer and I don't like it. Like, this guy just got ripped off, in my opinion, no offense, but yeah, so it's been this guy too. Wow. Now I am mad. They triggered me. Yeah. So Nibiru is also going to be reprinted, as far as I know, in the 2020. I think it was the 2022 Megatons. So I think people are just they're trying to get rid of their copies here. It's been sitting at, like I said, 12 to 15 bucks. So nothing too crazy here. But I think Astral Karibo has some potential to go up, because I've been seeing some trends here with some Xyz monsters, and right now it's not an Xyz meta. It's been Fusion for the most part for a long ass time. And even as a Fusion player, man, even as a Chad hero player, it is kind of getting old. I ain't gonna lie. But I think people are eyeing other shit here, because Astral Karibo has been kind of disappearing off the market here. 124 copy listings for 1 printing, because it's only been printed in Brothers of Legend, is a little suspect here. So That, along with the fact that double Azus here has been going off the market as well for the Alti printings. I mean, you can kind of see yourself here the trajectory that it's heading towards, and there's only 14 listings here. Usually, it ain't that hard to get these OTS cards. Yeah, I think there's some movement here, guys. I think there's going to be some potential for other decks to kind of come out, and it won't be just fusion meta any longer. And I guess with sprites too, it kind of makes sense here. Other than that, Brothers of Legend just kind of seems to be trucking along with below average value. But I think this set long term will be doing good. I mean, we're already seeing Stealth Crack at 110 listings, and let's see, Relinquished Anima 159 listings. Perry Reyes map, which is probably the single best generic card in the set, in my opinion, is 177. Is at 177 listings. I cannot talk. Wow. Lastly, here we have Mask Change Junior. It is sitting at 460. Well, hang on. Am I gonna get scammed by TCG player? Well, this guy certainly did. 727. My guy. Yeah, sitting around about low $4, I would say. I noticed this sometime last week, and I couldn't make a video because I have grown-up responsibilities. I am sorry. I have failed you. But I got rid of my copies at least. So I think I only have one copy left, which I should probably make a listing for. But it just jumped out of nowhere, man. You guys can just look at charts and look and see the trend here, right? I mean, it was at a dollar average, and then bam, $5-ish. Crazy stuff. If you do have Mask Change Junior anywhere in your collection from Ghost from the Past, the first, then go ahead and get rid of it. But that's gonna be the video, guys. Make sure you like the video. I'm talking like a white girl now, apparently, but leave a like, follow me on Twitter, subscribe, all that crap, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.